Imagine losing your job tomorrow. How would you pay your bills, feed your family, or handle any unexpected expenses? If you don't have an answer, well, you need an emergency fund. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Fun Financial Insights, the channel where we make financial education fun and entertaining. Let's talk about one of the most important things you can do to secure your financial future, building an emergency fund. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear from one of the most trusted and respected voices in personal finance, Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is a best-selling author, radio host, and founder of Ramsey Solutions, a company that helps millions of people get out of debt and build wealth. He's also the creator of the 7 Baby Steps, a proven plan for financial success. And in this episode, we're going to learn from Dave Ramsey on how to build an emergency fund, why you need one, and how much you should save. We'll also share some tips and tricks on how to save money faster and easier. So buckle up, grab a snack, and get ready for some fun financial insights. According to Dave Ramsey, an emergency fund is money you set aside for life's unexpected expenses, like car repairs, hospital visits, or even job loss. This money gives you the power to hand over cash to cover the big and small surprises that come up in life. You can rest easy at night knowing you'll be okay in those life happens moments. But why do you need an emergency fund? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever had a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, or even a bad year? Of course you have. We all have. Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns, and sometimes punches in the face. And when those punches come, they usually come with a price tag. How would you pay for these things? Would you use your credit cards and go into debt? Would you borrow money from your family or friends and strain your relationships? Would you sell your stuff and lose your possessions? Would you panic and stress and lose your peace of mind? Or would you use an emergency fund and pay cash? You see, having an emergency fund is not just a smart financial move, it's also a smart emotional move. It gives you peace of mind, confidence, and security. It helps you avoid debt, stress, and worry. It helps you stay in control of your money and your life. Dave Ramsey says that having an emergency fund is like having insurance, not an investment. Your emergency fund is not designed to make you money. It's designed to protect you from losing money. And more importantly, it's designed to protect you from losing your sanity. Can you identify if an expense is an emergency? Well, let's play a game. Emergency or not. But before we start, if you're enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to turn the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Now let's play a game. Emergency or not. I'm going to give you a scenario, and you have to decide if it's an emergency that requires using your emergency fund or not. Ready? Here we go. Scenario number 1. Your car breaks down and you need $500 to repair it. Emergency or not? The answer is emergency. This is a classic example of unexpected expenses that you need to fix right away. We can't go without a car, especially if you need it to get to work or school. So you would use your emergency fund to pay for the repairs and then replenish it as soon as possible. Scenario number 2. Your friend invites you on a weekend trip to Vegas. Emergency or not? That's right. The answer is not. This is not an emergency. This is a want, not a need. You don't have to go to Vegas, and you can say no, or you can save up for it separately. Your emergency fund is not a vacation fund. It's for emergencies only. How did you do? Well, don't worry. You'll get better with practice. The key is to remember that the emergency fund is for emergencies only, not for wants or planned expenses. Dave Ramsey says that an emergency fund is something that is urgent, necessary, and unexpected. If it doesn't meet all 3 criteria, it's not an emergency. Okay, so now that you know what an emergency fund is and why you need one, let's talk about how much you should save for your emergency fund. Dave Ramsey has a simple and clear answer for that question. It depends. It depends on where you are in your financial journey. It depends on how much debt you have, how much income you have, and how much risk you have. It depends on your personal situation and goals. But don't worry, Dave Ramsey has a guideline that can help you figure out how much to save for an emergency fund. He calls it the 7 baby steps, a proven plan for getting out of debt and building wealth. And here's how it works. Baby step number 1. Save $1,000 for your starter emergency fund. This is a small buffer that will help you cover minor emergencies while you pay off your debt. It's not a lot, but it's enough to keep you from going into debt further, fixing things like a flat tire, a broken window, or a vet bill. Baby step number 2, pay off all your debt except your mortgage using the debt snowball method. This is where you list your debts from smallest to largest and pay off one by one, starting with the smallest. As you pay off each debt, you free up more money to pay off the next one, creating a snowball effect. This will help you get rid of your debt fast and free up your income for saving and investing. Baby step number 3, save 3 to 6 months of expenses for your fully funded emergency fund. This is where you beef up your emergency fund to cover major emergencies like losing your job, having a medical crisis, or facing a natural disaster. This will give you enough money to live on for several months without relying on credit, loans, or charity. Step number 4, invest 15% of your income for retirement. This is where you start building your wealth for the future. You can use tax-advantaged accounts like 401ks, IRAs, or Roth IRAs to invest in good growth stock mutual funds that will grow your money over time and provide you with a comfortable retirement. Baby step number 5. Save for the children's college education. This is where you help your kids avoid student loans and get a head start on their financial future. Baby step number 6, pay off your home early. This is where you get rid of your biggest debt and own your home outright. This will save you thousands of dollars in interest and free up more money for saving and giving. And baby step number 7, build wealth and give generously. This is where you enjoy the fruits of your labor and use your money to bless others. You can live and give like no one else and leave a legacy for your family and your community. So, how much should you save for your emergency fund? Well, it depends on which baby step you're on. If you're on step number 1, you should save $1,000. If you're on baby step number 3, you should save 3 to 6 months of expenses. And if you're on baby step 7, you should save as much as you want because you are rich. Dave Ramsey offers a roadmap to expedite the creation of your emergency fund. His tried and true tips and tricks not only pave the way for a robust financial future, but also empower individuals to save money with greater efficiency and ease. First and foremost, Ramsey advocates for the creation of a budget. By meticulously outlining your income and allocating specific amounts to various expenses, you gain a clear understanding of where your money goes each month. This foundational step lays the groundwork for effective financial planning. Tracking spending is another vital aspect of Ramsey's strategy. Regularly monitoring your expenditures to identify areas where you can cut back or make some more economical choices, this heightened awareness enables you to take control of your financial decisions and make informed choices aligned with your goals. For those seeking a more immediate impact, Ramsey recommends implementing a spending freeze, temporarily halt discretionary spending to redirect funds towards your emergency fund. This short-term sacrifice can yield substantial long-term benefits, expediting the accumulation of your financial safety net. Trimming excess expenses is a natural extension of this approach. Identify non-essential costs and cut them out to redirect funds towards your savings. Ramsey's philosophy emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between wants and needs, fostering a mindset that prioritizes financial security. To boost your savings rapidly, Ramsey suggests selling items you no longer need. Decluttering your living spaces not only generates extra cash, but also aligns with a minimalist lifestyle, reinforcing a conscious approach to spending. Equally significant is the pursuit of increased income. Ramsey encourages individuals to explore side hustles, freelancing opportunities, or seeking career advancement. A higher income accelerates the pace at which you can contribute to your emergency fund, creating a more robust financial safety net. In embracing these tips and tricks, individuals can leverage Dave Ramsey's expertise in navigating the path towards financial freedom. By making informed decisions, adhering to a budget, and maximizing income, the journey to building an emergency fund becomes not only faster, but also considerably more manageable. Now let's play our final round of emergency or not. I'm going to give you another scenario, and you have to decide if it's an emergency that requires using your emergency fund or not. Ready? Here we go. Your kid needs braces, and the orthodontist quotes you $5,000. Emergency or not? The answer is not. This is not an emergency. This is a planned expense. You know that your kid needs braces. You can save up for it separately. Your emergency fund is not a medical fund. It's for emergencies only. Now, one last scenario. Your favorite band is coming to town and you want to buy tickets to their concert. Emergency or not? The answer is not. This is not an emergency. This is a want, not a need. You don't have to go to the concert. You can say no, or you can save up for it separately. Your emergency fund is not an entertainment fund. It's for emergencies only. That's it for today's episode of Fun Financial Insights. I hope you learned something new and useful about building an emergency fund, and I hope you've had fun playing the game of emergency or not. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment about what your favorite part of the video was, and I will see you in the next Fun Financial Insights.